Right to repair is it's really two big things. You have the legislative side of it where you're trying to get a law passed to help independent repair companies actually have the same access to tools, parts, and schematics as the manufacturers do. But you also have the ideology side of right to repair. That a lot of people ignore that side of it, which the ideology is that, you own these things. It's yours. You should be able to do what you want with it. You should be able to modify it. You should be able to repair it. And that, somebody else can't tell you what to do with your own property. And the other side of the ideology is that things should be designed in a manner that's more repairable. Now, that's not what the legislative side is. We shouldn't tell manufacturers how to build things. We shouldn't tell them like, oh, you can't glue the casing shut, because that's going to limit innovation. And that shouldn't be part of the legislation side of it. But it should be part of the ideology where, you as the design team, you go, hey, this isn't by law, but maybe we should consider not doing this practice.
The right to allow third-party people like me to be able to provide a service for repair for people who don't want to throw their devices away, or devices that are nice in the home, they mean something to their families, and they want to get them repaired, and allowing us to do it.
So was designed in the 70s, the PMD2, and these are still in service. They're actually all over Florida, and I repair them. I'm one of two people in the country that repairs them. So these, I can get a schematic to, and I can fix them pretty easily. And they're from the 70s, because back then the common practice was to give out the schematic. So this is from what is called a GPC 3000. It does the same thing as the PMD2, but it's from around the year 2000. I cannot get a schematic to these to fix them. So they're very difficult to repair, and they have a lot of TTL logic on here that makes them kind of complicated, because it's just not the normal practice of design anymore.
Well, tuning parts, pretty much we have to recycle from old boards, transistors, microcomponents. But the thing is, once you make a little pile on the things you need, next year they come with a whole different type of model. All different parts need to be gained for new products, and it's always a challenge. Repairs in general are getting really difficult because of, first, the part supply and the training on how to get those products fixed.
In front of me is a 2004 GM instrument cluster, and the microcontroller on here, it's made by Infineon. They're the manufacturer of it. It has a part number of 9399059. If you go and Google that part number, it's not going to come up as anything. It's just, it doesn't exist on the internet. But what you can find is that this microcontroller right here, also made by Infineon, the XC161CJ, well, guess what? I have access to a schematic to one of these that somebody leaked. And on that schematic, on the BOM, that's the bill of materials, it lists a second part number for this, which happens to be that. They just took an off-the-shelf part, rebranded it, put it on here so nobody can replace them. So that way, you and I just looking at it will look this up and go, oh, they just used a proprietary part, nothing I can do to fix it. Well, they didn't. They just took an off-the-shelf part number and paid Infineon to just put a different part number on there.
I have people that have come here with computers that my son died and the computer burned, and I need a picture on that hard drive. And I've been 24 hours holding the hard drive in different positions until it coughed out one picture. People get attached to things. I've seen people that bring like an old TV. I want to fix the old TV, but you can buy a new one now, but this one means something to me. My father gave it to me and he died. I want to have it. Things like that, that you normally wouldn't think that would happen.
So one of the biggest things is to just talk to people about it, get the word out, and let other people know that it's a problem. Most people don't know that right to repair is a problem until it becomes a problem for them, until their iPhone that had pictures of grandma who died last year broke and they can't get their data back because Apple does not do data recovery. They go, oh, I have to go to an independent repair technician. And your local independent repair technician is going to say, well, I can't fix that because I don't have access to the parts available for your latest generation of thing. So that's really where a lot of people first learn about right to repair in the first place is when it becomes a problem that they have to deal with. So raising awareness, but also forcing your legislators to do something. So write your local politicians.
Support the right to repair. That also contributes to the world in the sense of we're pretty much throwing away everything that stops working right away. So let's just give all those devices a second chance.